Geraldo, and welcome to my special. What happens to the children who leave the room during the Geraldo special? The sound you're hearing, man, in the background is so disturbing and so totally sick, and yet few of you can identify it. So listen. No, it's not the sound of Patty Hearst being sodomized by a young virile General Sink. It's not the sound of a young Chicano being impaled by the nightstick of a lusty prison guard. It is the horrifying, nauseating, yet somehow hypnotic sound of boy Gary sucking and licking his smelly gums and choppers. Shocking. Where do I pick it up?
It's second page.
Okay.
Geraldo, with his only guest, his ego.
Ease off, Buster. Up on your monitor is Mr. and Mrs. Hold McCrotch.
Yes.
Hello,
Hi,
Geraldo.
What happened to your child during the last Geraldo Satan special? And don't leave out one shocking detail.
Well, Geraldo, when you did your warning, our child left the room.
Yes?
And he...
Yes, stop crying. Continue.
Well, Geraldo, what my wife is trying to say is our son left the room, and unattended, he had a chainsaw accident in our garage.
Enough! The sound you're about to hear is a young 7-year-old boy chainsawing himself to death. A horrible, horrible tragedy. I hold in my hand the heart of that 7-year-old boy. Oh, God. And now, for the first time on live television, I'll drop that heart onto the floor. Quiet. Oh, God. Sick show. The way I see it, man, little 7-year-old Joey is dead. He lost his heart because his number was up. But when Joey's number was up, my number shot up. Shockingly. I have a 20 share, little Joey, another statistic. For pure ratings gold, Buster.
Tune in to Geraldo's next special. Is Geraldo a legitimate newsman or just Ted Baxter with a Jerry Colonna mustache?
Ease off, man.
If you would like a transcript of this program, then call your psychiatrist.
Get off my cloud, man.
Get off my cloud, man.
Yeah, that's while he was having a good...
Watch his story.
Hi, this is Liberace with the unlubricated version, the real version of my story from beginning to the bitter end. Oh. Many people would be surprised to know, as a young boy, my first love was the flute. The problem was, I kept putting the flute in my tuchus. Then there was the tuba, and between the lessons and the KY, Mama was going broke. Oh, God. Oh, God. In fact, I always hated the piano, but it was the only instrument I couldn't insert in my buttocks, try as I might. Mother made me play that piano. Mother, is Liberace my first name or my last name?
I never wanted you to know your real name, son.
Well, tell me, Mother, what is my real name then? Steve? Bill? Mike?
No, it's Crandall Krause.
Crandall Krause? No wonder I'm sexually confused.
Oh, my son.
Look, Mother, all I ever wanted in life was to play the piano and have a man whose butt looked like a busted bale of cotton.
Oh, play, son. Play. Practice, my son. Practice.
And play I did. And I became a very rich man. Of course, I would have become rich much sooner if I'd had a toll gate in front of my buttocks. Anyway, every guy wanted to be my friend at all the fancy parties.
Oh, Liberace.
Thank you.
Where do you come from?
Oh, we don't mind.
Oh, Liberace. What kind of name is that? Liberace.
Oh, Barachi, well, that's Italian.
What's it mean?
Sweet butt to eat.
Bravo.
Everybody, enough of this small talk. Everyone, let's play deckhands.
Fuga, what's that?
See, that's where we all dress up like German tourists, all blonde and rosy, and look for Nurse Ida. My music was better than ever, but my reputation was beginning to suffer, all because my fans were suspicious. I needed to date a woman. My first movie date was an utter failure. After 5 minutes, I couldn't resist biting the usher on his behind.
Please, Lee, please. You're ignoring me. I want you.
I don't know.
Do you want me to take off my bra and panties?
It's not necessary.
What can I do to send you?
Send your brother.
I give up. I let you do everything on this date. I even let you choose this lousy movie.
Well, excuse me. I thought you'd enjoy this feature. Naked gladiators, widespread, hung and willing. Siskel and Egbert gave it 3 thumbs in. Oh, I'm getting out of here. Oh, well, so there it is. My life, filled with furs, expensive cars, and jewels, all stuffed into my derriere. I used to use my derriere as a footlocker. Well, they said I had an infectious smile, but little did they know.
Never say goodbye, say ciao.
Ah, yes. Come on, everybody.
Till we meet again, say ciao.
Yeah.
Oh, a long-distance dedication. Going out to Tex Watson from Squeaky Fromm. A couple of years ago, there was a bunch of fun-loving people living in the desert. One of them was Charles Manson. And to this very day, Charles Manson is still in touch with Squeaky Fromm and Tex Watson. You know, Tex still wonders to this day, because he was on so much acid, he still asks the question, did I really carve Sharon Tate's unborn fetus like a bar of soap? But he doesn't know the answer because he wasn't thinking clearly that night. The only one who can answer it is a man in prison named Charles Manson. And Charlie's not talking. So Charlie, here's a long-distance dedication with your song, People Say I'm No Good. An American Top 40 countdown. People say I'm no good. Charles Manson.
People say I'm no good, but they never do, they say.
That's Charlie Manson's People Say I'm No Good on American Top 40. When we get back, the story of a young boy whose father beat his head like a bongo. And also a musical trivia contest coming up right after these words on American Top 40. And now it's time for our musical question. People ask me, Crazy Kasem, is music important? Well, I say, do Jews control the media? Do blacks have lips like inner tubes? Do Greeks take a train in the tuchus? Yes, music is everything. Mainly big bucks for yours truly. I'm Crazy Kasem, and there's...
No, come on. You set a baby in the cradle, you go, black and black and skits, black and 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 he's just no more, he's no more younger or older than I am.
What are you looking at? Nothing. Don't you look at me. Oh, look at that. Oh, what are these? Don't say please, Dad. Oh, baby was too soon. What's the matter? Get him back. What's the matter? Just a little red, that's all. Here, let me feel more. Come here.
Yes, good morning, Howard. This is Captain Jank from the 36th Field Artillery in the Federal Republic of Germany. And I have a problem, and maybe you can help me with it.
It's like this reminds me of the old Alan Burke show.
Yeah, where you get these waggies going.
Like you'd hit the guy with the metal antennas come on and say he was from Mars.
Yeah.
I used to send my pictures to dear old Captain Noah when I was a child.
I get letters from guys like this.
And I've noticed that I found out he'd only done that for ratings. It's
Mm-hmm.
very bothersome.
Right. So what are you saying exactly?
I don't know, Howard. Obviously nothing much.
You thought you had something here.
You're saying you sent your pictures to Captain Noah?
Yes, send my pictures to dear old Captain Noah.
Do you remember Captain Noah, Howard?
Are you a performance artist, sir, or is this for real?
I'm just a bum.
A bum?
This is Captain Jank from the 36th Field Artillery in the Federal Republic of Germany.
Is there a Captain Noah, Howard? Was that somebody?
No, not that I know of.
okay.
I know Noah from Noah's Ark, but...
But not Captain Noah?
No. I think we're supposed to be laughing by now, Robin.
Oh,
but, I'm not sure if this guy's like...
Hey, Howard.
Are you having a mental breakdown, or... Isn't your last name Talent? Noah Talent?
What does a fat woman and a moped have in common, Howard?
Something tells me I'm going to be bleeping you off in 2 seconds.
They're both fun to ride until your friends see you on them.
That's true.
That is true.
That is true.
Like Roseanne Barr.
It's true about those mopeds. I wouldn't be caught dead on a moped. Except if I was like in some Jamaican country or something, where they drive around.
Right, and it's a little cute pleasure trip, and you're just wheeling around the island.
But those mopeds, oof.
But I always hear people in the islands almost kill themselves on those little scooters.
Well, those are their motorcycles.
Yeah.
So they have to kill themselves. So Captain Noah.
No, Captain Jack.
Jank.
Oh, Jake?
Captain Jank.
Jank?
Yes, Jank.
Of the...
36th Field Artillery in the Federal Republic of Germany.
Oh.
So were you ever institutionalized?
No, I'm a battery commander.
A what?
A
battery commander.
A battery commander, Robin. That's
what
military.
What do you command the batteries to do?
He's a military man.
Make this radio work.
With my First Sergeant Sterling.
All right. First Sergeant Sterling. Well, I've got my First Sergeant Fred Norris signaling me that it's time for a commercial there, Captain Jank.
Jank.
Thank you very much.
All right, man.
Good day.
Good day.
Call again.
Oh,
Feel free to call anytime. Captain Jank Robin.
Yes, we'll be looking for him.
Of the German Army.
36th Battalion.
Yep. It's always good to hear from the military, no matter what country they're from.
Here you go. Hold it, boy. Just what are you doing in these woods?
Nothing.
I shoot dress. Let me get through my line. I took a little dramatic pause. A little dramatic pause.
All right.
I shoot trespassers. You a revenue trying to bust my still?
Hell no. I'm not no revenuer.
Then you with the police?
No, I'm not a cop. No. I'm just here to paddle my canoe down this river.
Close enough then, boy. I want you to pull down them britches, squeal like a pig. Come on.
Britches? I know I'm in trouble. Anybody says britches. I don't want to squeal like no pig. I'm no rump wrangler.
Then sing like Liza Minnelli. It's the same thing to me. Come on.
Hey, look, man, if it helps you out here, I'm sorry I was trespassing, but I'm not singing like Liza
too
Minnelli.
late for apologies. Now slap down them BBDs. Come on.
I'm not that kind of boy. I ain't going to sing like Liza Minnelli.
Enough of this crap, boy. Pull down them 501s. Make like Liza Minnelli. I want to hear it.
God. Oh, man.
Come on.
What good is sitting alone in your room?
Sing it louder, more vibrato like she does. Come on.
Come hear the music play.
Sing it louder and get that microphone close to your mouth.
There's a cabaret joke.
Can you feel that pistonic power?
Come to the cabaret.
Oh, God, that was great. Oh, I love show tunes.
Oh, my God. Beautiful. How'd that feel for you, Mr. Beatty? You love that, right? You love that, don't you?
You're on the air.
Hello?
I'm not digging the way these phones are sounding lately.
What's the problem? Howard?
I'm hearing like a... And you better lower your radio, because you're about this short of getting hung up on.
You got it. I didn't expect to get
Humming.
picked up. What's up? Listen, I'm tired of defending you lately.
Okay.
Tired of defending you lately. I've been an avid listener now for years. And it's all I get is people saying that Howard's been toning down. Howard's toning down. He's giving in to the FCC.
Shut up, you jackass.
It's the truth.
You're just an imbecile.
Listen, man, when was the last time I heard the word, you know the word I'm talking about?
What word?
Dick.
I say it all the time.
No, you don't. You don't use it anymore. I haven't heard the homo room. I haven't heard anything lately. So all I hear is commercials.
Get lost. You're a homo. Get out of here.
It's only commercials.
That's only because you and your idiot friends have that perception that I would buckle to the FCC.
No, not at all.
No one here in management has ever said to me to change what I do, and I've never changed it.
I understand
It's
that.
just it's just in your weak... Hey, schmuck face. It's in your weak mind. In your weak mind, you're thinking what you would do. You would buckle under. But I'm not going to get on the air and say dick now 900 million times just to satisfy you and your penis head friends. Okay, there's another word I could use. Okay, I mean, what do you want me to do? List every word? Go through the litany of words?
You can admit that you've toned it down. You won't lose listeners that way.
What a jerk you are. Why should I admit that? Because you, with your stupid friends, think that I would buckle under? That's what you would do, sir, because you're scared. You never took any risks in your life. No real risks.
Many risks.
You took no risks, sir.
Many risks.
You took no risks. What do you do for a living?
What do I do for a living?
Yeah,
I work on Wall Street.
You work on Wall Street?
I take a risk every day.
Yeah, what is the risk of doing that?
What is the risk?
What is the risk of taking a... What, you mean working on Wall Street? You're not a high roller. You're not the guy sitting there and rolling big amounts of money, of your own money, and risking it on the stock market. You sit there and you take orders.
How do you know what I do?
Because you're a big fat schmuck is what you are, and your sister sniffs underwear.
Howard, I don't know what to say. I
mean, get your sister down here because I want to have my way with her.
I think you'd admit it, but I'm shocked that you haven't.
You're an idiot.
You've
done nothing. You've done nothing.
I drive to work every day with 3 people, okay?
Yeah, 3 people, 3 experts.
And they won't...
What do they do? For what risks do they take? Three media mavens.
No, they're not media mavens.
The only risk you ever took was dodging Dolly Sinatra's coat hanger 35 years ago. When your mother was spread out on Dolly Sinatra's abortion table.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
No, I'm shocked.
I'm shocked that
Well, you're shocked. You see, I'm still the king of shock radio. I shocked you. See, and they said they couldn't shock you. You're an outrage, sir. You're an outrage. Your mother's an outrage. The head with the coat hanger is an outrage.
Go ahead.
You're a smelly moron.
Keep going.
I hate you.
With these boring things that you're telling me. Go ahead. Hi, Brenda. How you doing?
Now I'm boring, right?
Go ahead.
And I've changed my whole accents to the FCC. If you think $35,000 a year lawyers are going to force me to change anything, you got another thing coming, buddy.
No, I'm not saying...
You haven't heard the homo room because I burnt out on the homo room way before the FCC got on my ass.
I think you stood your ground pretty
You're a jackass, and you don't know a thing in the world. You sit there in your boring job every day.
You've toned down.
Your father drinks douche. Here, is that toned down enough for you? That's what your father's a douche eater, okay?
Oh, Howard.
All right, eat me.
It's getting better.
Eat me.
And another thing, I have one more beef with you, okay? That's all I hear is commercials. I turn on, I hear commercials.
Yes, sir, that's called making money, okay? Nothing's for free in this life, you imbecile.
There is a limit.
All right, so turn off and go listen to another station. Do me a please. Go listen to another station if you don't like it. Who needs you?
Who needs you?
You do, you imbecile.
But you're a putz.
You're a jackass. You're the one calling me. I'm the one getting paid for this. What's your excuse?
Because I had to air my views.
Yeah, your views. The only thing free and easy in your life is your wife.
I'm not married.
Yeah, I wonder why. I mean, you know so much, I imagine all the girls are clamoring for you.
Now you got it.
Yeah, there's so many. Hamana.
Howard, I'm really
I hate you. You're the worst listener I've got. You're the worst kind of listener. You're sitting there and evaluate me. Just listen to the show and listen to my growth. Don't evaluate every little dirty word and whether I've caved in.
No, I'm not evaluating.
You're a
every
big
little word.
jerk-off is what you are. That's what you are. You're just like every jerk-off I know who sits and bothers me. Like all my wife's dopey friends who ask me about my TV show. And, you know, do all the little irritating things. Who wants to think about that I've changed? And thanks for, you know, just thanks for being an idiot. You're just an idiot and you don't even see it. You're such an imbecile. You're like every imbecile I meet on the street. You're the worst kind because you think you're happening.
No.
I respect just regular dumb people who know they're idiots. I respect retarded people because at least they know they're retarded. Guys like you think you're bright, think you know everything. You think I've changed. You think you read the newspaper, you know everything. You're just a turd. You're just a turd who wants to get under my skin. Eat me! Okay, we're off to a good start.
Who needs drop? And do it right away. Remember a few weeks back when Howard became infatuated with the idea of making phony phone calls to people? Well, here's how one of those went.
As you know, it's time to play back a phony phone call.
Yes, this is part of the Stern Means Business contest.
Yes. We're contest crazy here at K-Rock. Giving away vacation packages to you people just for sending in business cards. Well, yesterday we had a business card from a principal.
Mm-hmm. School principal.
And we decided to call him, and I acted as a father with a son with Tourette syndrome.
Tourette syndrome is that illness that gives you involuntary movements and makes you say, you know, like releases your inhibition so you say what you're thinking.
Yeah, Tourette syndrome is when people like just curse willy-nilly. We were reading about this. It's like the kind of disease where you just be talking and all of a sudden you start screaming out obscenities.
Yeah.
This Tourette syndrome. So I play the father, we called the principal, and the guy fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
All right.
And Freddie, of course, plays my son. Does a very nice
you said
job.
This wouldn't work. See there?
Yeah, Freddie goes,
I
oh, this
knew
will
it
never work. This will never work. The principal will never buy it. This principal bought it hook, line, and sinker.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. And Freddie's yelling out all kinds of crap at him, and the principal's just taking it.
This is what I
It's great.
couldn't believe.
I can't wait to hear this.
Freddie's yelling out, you suck. Don't you tell me this crap. And he's like screaming like a retard, and the guy's just buying the whole thing.
Right.
I thought when I called him a fart nose, that was going to be really good.
Yeah. This is real cool.
Let's hear it.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Is this Mr. Benford?
It is.
Mr. Benford, hi. Peter James here. I had a particular problem. I don't want to take too much of your time up, but my son is in private school.
Uh-huh.
And we're thinking of transferring him into a public school.
Right.
The school psychologist where my son presently is, my son has a problem with Tourette's. Are you familiar with it?
No,
With Tourette's syndrome. It's a, I don't know if you've read about it. It's been getting a lot of attention in the press lately.
Huh?
My son is normal for all purposes, but occasionally he utters out obscenities.
Okay, I am familiar with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
He's done well in the private school. We've given him medication. He's done well on drugs, but occasionally he does have outbreaks.
Uh-huh.
And I'd be interested in, I don't know, maybe your feelings, I guess, more so than anything. You know, it's...
God, that's something I've never even thought, never come across. Huh?
I know. Are any of the kids, I guess none of the kids in your school have Tourette's.
Is he classified because of that, or what?
Well, yes, he is. The school feels that with the medication that he's on now, the new medication, he's hey, Robin, see, at this point in the phone call, when he kept asking me if the kid is classified, I just kept saying, yeah, he is. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
And he can hear at certain points in this phone call, I start to laugh. I mean, but I cover it up, but just listen for it.
All right.
Okay. Tried it with a new doctor, that there's been some success made with him.
Huh?
Harold, please. That's my son.
Oh, okay.
It's a little embarrassing.
Where are you calling from?
Well, right now, don't even ask. I'm calling from the doctor's office now where he got the medication. I was talking with the doctor, and the doctor does have this under control, he says, with the medication.
Huh?
That's why. In fact, I was going to put the doctor on with you.
Huh?
Just to discuss the possibilities of doing it. It kills me that he can't be with normal children. I don't see any reason why he can't.
Yeah.
Out. please. I'm on with the school now, please.
Now, is classified or what?
I tell you, this has been some kind of day for me. I tell you, I feel like a jerk.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, I'm sorry.
You want to call me when you got a chance to talk or what?
Yeah, it's just, let me get my son out of the room for a minute. Please hold on. Hold on. How?
I don't want to leave!
Wait. I have the principal on.
Hang up!
I have the principal on now.
Eat it!
Please, don't say eat it.
Eat it!
Please.
Eat it!
Mr. Benfer?
Yes.
Do you think you could speak with my son?
Pardon?
Just tell him that there is some kind of hope for him, that he could eventually get into a normal school if he does behave himself.
As a public school, we'd have to deal with what the problems that come in. Hopefully, we would be able to deal with it.
Could I ask you one favor, and please, if you could just talk to him a second, and then just give me your assessment of.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. His name is Harold. Come here. This is Mr. Benfer. And then you'll go in and see the doctor so I can talk to Mr. Benfer privately, all right?
Okay. Mr. Benfer?
Hi, how you doing?
Listen, you have, shop courses?
We have an industrial arts. What grade are you in?
I'm in suck an egg. I mean,
wait a second. Please.
Seventh.
Don't say that.
I'm in 7th grade.
7th?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have shop for 7th grade.
And, I was really, into, the electrical. Do you have, an electrical? Eat a bone!
Not at
shop.
Not at our level, no.
When do you think? You think that is it you have to wait until you're the grade in order to do this?
You have to wait. What we have is a Votech school where they have industrial trade.
Oh, you have a Votech. You fart nose! Don't tell me about a Votech school!
Wait. Thank you. All right, Harold. Go in with the doctor. Go in with the doctor. Go ahead. Hello, Mr. Benford.
Yeah. Why don't you give me your name?
Oh, boy, I tell you. Do you see what kind of problem I have? And some days he's perfectly normal.
The phone number.
Some days he's perfectly normal, Mr. Benford. That's my point.
Why don't you give me your name and the phone number, and then I'll talk to the...
Do you think I could come in and speak with you about this?
Well, let me talk to the director of special ed.
No, I don't want him interrupting these little bastards in your school.
Why don't you give me your name?
Would it interrupt the little bastards?
Give me your name.
Okay. Hold on. My name is Peter Janes, Gens.
What's the last name?
Peter.
No!
Please, quiet down.
No!
Quiet down. Now you quiet down.
He's a fart nose!
Peter Janes.
Yeah. Give me a phone number.
Would this interrupt the little bastards in your classroom?
Give me your phone number.
Okay. 212.
Yeah?
We're in the Manhattan now at the hospital.
Huh?
Better yet, I'll tell you something. I'll be glad when this is all over. I'm going to take a long vacation. When's the last time you had a vacation?
Years ago.
Yeah.
Give me your phone number.
Hey, would you like to go on a vacation?
Yeah.
You ever listen to that Howard Stern show?
Sure do.
You want a vacation? You sent us your business card?
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah, well, if Catherine is British, why does she smell like New England codfish?
Oh!
Because she's been hot and sweaty. I mean, she's been traveling on the subway in New York. What do you expect?
All right. Ready to play for everyone. Let me play the pot song. This is Jackie when he was in his recording career. Oh, is this live?
Oh, wow.
They call it marijuana, and before the song is done, we'll explain to all you people how this outlaw causes fun.
This is his Country Joe and the Fish anthem thing.
Hey, they had a hit with the marijuana thing. Pot don't make you older, and pot don't make you fat. It just makes you feel real friendly, and you know that's where it's at.
A pro pot song.
We once had a party with friends from everywhere. All the crazies, old and young, you name them, they were there. Music, glass, and drinking moves, running all about. Making small talk about it, big, and checking each other out. the nozzle and his orchestra downstairs setting up. We were chugging beers, I just kept filling up my cup.
That's pretty much his life. I mean, you have to write songs about what you do.
Yeah, and he's actually got the names of his friends in it.
Yeah, chugging beer, so they can all be arrested.
Yeah.
It was a song about a party.
Yeah, chugging beer and smoking some pot.
We had a huge party at a huge mansion in the
And Jackie wrote a song about it.
Indoor pool, 10 kegs of beer, everybody naked, 2 bands.
Super.
They gave me a birthday cake with 27 joints on it.
If it was a good party, you'd think they'd make a better song out of it.
Yeah, some party. I got a feeling the party was sort of filled with guys who dig this kind of music, like sort of country hillbilly
It
music.
was the wildest party ever.
Where'd you grow up, man, on Long Island? Where'd you get this country thing from?
They're like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
We liked it up there.
You go over to Jackie's house, it's still like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs.
Yeah.
We spent 6 months in Albuquerque and we liked the music, so we brought it home.
Super.
That was a great idea.
Save it for the Rolling Stone interview.
Something was missing, something seemed all wrong. We needed something else to get us off on that first song. Then we smoked a reefer and everybody changed. Got funnier and friendlier, our heads were rearranged. Everything got groovy and no one felt alone. And everybody thanked the gal who casted that first stone.
All right, we'll enjoy the music.
That would have been a good place.
They're trying. Come on, you guys.
This is paragenic.
That's more like my normal work, you know.
Nobody wants to hear you talk, just belch. Wow.
All right, all 3 of you together. Come on.
Everyone.
Excuse me, I meant to throw up.
Wow. Boy, guys do belch better than women, don't they?
I guess.
Holy mackerel.
That's some talent.
Well, there it is.
Yes.
Our first guest tonight.
Hey, Rocky. Why so down? You look bluer than Keith Richards after an overdose of 150 cc's of heroin.
Bullwinkle, I'm horny.
I've been horny for years, Rocky. But then again, a moose is supposed to have... Hold it a second.
No, limp schmuck.
I was the worst Bullwinkle.
I was going to say, I don't know who you sound like, but it's not Bullwinkle.
I can't do Bullwinkle.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull this out of my bag.
Was that better?
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Oh, yeah, you do it good.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
No.
Let me hear you do it, Fred.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But he
I like
couldn't
that.
do all the voices
No.
yesterday.
All right, go ahead. This is funny hearing...
I want companionship. I need to be serviced. I want to get stuck.
Ooh. Hold on, Rocky. I'm no fanny farmer, no Colin comrade. I'm not that kind of moose.
Not by you, Bullwinkle. A chick, a babe, a woman.
Oh, I get it. You want to go fly fishing for some female flounder.
Exactly. But no woman seems to want to put their knees behind their ears for me.
Well, I think your problem is that you sound like a homo with that high voice.
A homo, Bullwinkle.
Yeah, that stupid, annoying, high-pitched voice of yours turns babes off. Even Wayne Newton is embarrassed by you.
Well, what can I do, Bullwinkle? I got a Woody that won't quit.
Well, I think I see the solution walking down the street right now.
I don't know where you are.
Natasha.
Hello, Moose. Hello, Homo Squirrel. Wait a second. I'm not homo. I'm no homo. Hello, Bullwinkle.
Hey, leave me alone. He's no fag. He just sounds like one.
So you want a piece, Natasha, huh? For Moose, $20. For Squirrel, $100. $100? How come you charge me a C-note and Bullwinkle only $20? Because squirrels like to hide. Oh, I can't say
What is it, Rocky? Oh, that's okay.
I can't say it.
Because squirrels...
You say it,
This is live. Come on, say it. It's only a cartoon.
Guys, loves it.
I got 3 lines. Let's get to me, will you? I can't wait to find out what
Because
happens.
squirrels like to hide their nuts in places difficult to get out. What you say, Boris?
Bad enough Moose leave antler marks on Natasha's thighs. I have to be pimp for squirrel too? $120. Take it or leave it. Hey, can I get on this?
Good job. What are you doing here?
I've never had a cartoon character before. Natasha, I'll kiss you in a place where you don't even wash.
Oh, sack me, my NFL stud. I can't wait to see your backfield in mush.
Okie dokie. For football player, Moose and Squirrel, $200 plus 50-yard line tickets to Super Bowl. Hey, guys, I'm game, but I'm short on cash. Can you help me out?
Golly, Bullwinkle, I haven't got any money. Squirrels don't even have pockets.
I don't either, Rock. I'll just put it on my credit card.
Wait a second. Never heard of a moose having a credit card.
You mean you never heard of Mooster Charge?
All right, there it is. The infamous Rocky and Bullwinkle show. That was great. But here it is, the Karen Carpenter story. If you notice, we were kind to the mother in our story. We left her out of it.
Hi, I'm Richard Carpenter, and here's my sister's story. Well, not actually her life story, more the story of throw-up and barfing herself to death. It's the Karen Carpenter story. It's not easy to talk about a girl whose fingers smelled like rancid beef stew. At first, everything seemed fine. Come on, Karen, hurry up. Come on, out of the bathroom. Time is money.
Yeah, okay, I'll be right there. Just hold on a second. I'll be right there.
Come on, big recording session. Come on, open up.
Just let me collect my,
Karen, open up.
Okay, I'll be right there.
I smell a rat. Or is that regurgitated bananas, peas, pineapple, and pigs in a blanket? Come on, Karen, open up.
Oh, hi, Richard. See, I'm okay.
Sure, I resented the fact that everything smelled from the stench of Karen's stomach sludge. She was a musical genius, but even her music was starting to suffer.
I'm prone to lose my lunch. I'll give lots of gop and a few big chunks. I'm even disgusting to unwashed drunks.
Listen, Karen, your music, it's suffering.
I know. But what are you complaining about? We have 3 platinum albums.
Yes, but they're covered with vomit.
Oh, God, I know I have a problem. Oh, God.
My sister was killing herself. Her musical career was almost over. So she got a job stopping trains with her breath. Just kidding. Actually, she went to the psychiatrist.
Oh, doctor. Oh, please help me.
Okay. What? Association.
Yes, I've heard of that word association.
Mother. Father. Aha. Brother. Oh, I see your problem.
What is it, doctor? Do you mean that I'm anorexic?
No. Everyone in your family is named Rao. Things went from bad to worse. At one time, we were radio's favorite #1 recording artist. And now, We were in the toilet with half of Karen's lunch.
This is it. Number one.
Hi, I'm Kasem. Coming up next, a song by an artist who died today.
Yes, it was true. I'd received the news of Karen's death over the radio.
Our next song is from a great girl whose fingers smelled like day old Monterey Jack. The princess of pea soup projectilism, Karen Carpenter.
Why does vomit suddenly appear every time food is near? You know me, I eat like a flea and throw up on you. Why can't I keep down any food? I puke at parties, and it's rude. It's so gross when I barf on my host when each course is through. On the day I finally died, the mortician looked at me and cried, I guess I'll have to bury her in a tube. She only weighs 11 pounds, hardly worth putting in the ground. And P.U.
And that's the story of my sister. And hey, I'd tell you more, but I have to go down to the bank and get Beanpole's name off our joint account. Oh, did I mention I'm also writing a book about Skinny? Should net me a cool mill. So the next time you throw up, think of Karen. And if you think this was offensive, wait till next week for the story of Gloria Vanderbilt's son. Now that's his story. Damn, I wish he was my brother.
Yeah. We never did get around to that, did we? The Gloria Vanderbilt story?
No.
I refused. Because, you see, I was against being...
What's the number to call, obviously? I'm not gonna dwell on this. This is a known fact. This is a known fact, Robin. Towelhead is an Arab, Dothead is Indian, Moulignon.
Oh, those are blacks.
Right. Chink.
Chinese.
Bagel bender.
Jews? A bagel bender?
A bagel bender.
Bagel bender. I said Jews.
That's right. Tuchus Tarzan.
Oh.
That would be the gay community?
Right, okay. Just checking to make sure he's on this show.
Yeah, okay.
Just making sure this is my producer. You know what I mean? Rug face is a...
Rug face? Oh, that would be a lesbian.
Right. Okay, there you go.
Took me a minute.
Wow. I don't know what's with him. Robin, who?
Hey, has he been away? He's been here. Yeah.
What is he, monitoring the zoo or something? You know, we have our own buzzwords
Your
here, pal.
education is slipping, Gary. Maybe we've been neglecting you.
So, hey, Gary, give me that rug face on the phone. You should know who that is. That means the gay task force. You know what I mean. The lesbian branch. The rug face. What is it? Rug face. Arab? If their turbans fall down over their face?
Just that the list has expanded so much over the years.
Tooth Tarzan.
That would have to be someone from the gay community.
No, it's you. You don't know anything, man. You're a nut. I wanted to watch Oprah yesterday. Do we have that? Fred does an impression of Dustin Hoffman's going to make you crack up. You ready to laugh? You ready to laugh?
All right, give it to me. I need a good laugh.
This is Dustin Hoffman breaking down at the Academy Awards. Right. Go ahead.
Thank you, Barry.
Oh, boy.
Actually, it could be a little bit better.
He does it even better.
It's just warming up.
Thank you, Barry.
Do we have that on tape? Just the thank you, Barry?
I'll have him isolate that.
Yeah, how did you do that, Fred? Did you go home and practice that?
No, what happened was we were writing a bit with that in the bit. That's what we were doing on Friday.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, we were thinking of clips that we can use, and all of a sudden he goes, how about, thank you, Barry. Yeah, he did it out of the clear blue sky, and it was just real funny, and I said, you got to do that on the air. Thank you, Barry. whatever. Oh, excuse me.
What?
Nothing.
No. Where is doing the first one? Oh, okay.
The gay choir. You guys have a
All
name?
right.
No.
Okay.
Yes, we do. Fruits of the Loom.
Fruits of the Loom. All right, here we go.
Yeah. One, two. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm dreaming of some light torture, some bruises just to make me moan. I'll take on Bob Chambers, the New York Rangers, or stay in Hedda Nussbaum's home.
Yeah.
I really need some light torture. Gag me and beat me, rape and maim. You can squeeze on my pecs, but no anal sex unless there's no fluid exchange. City sidewalks, guess who I stalk? Just a queen in leather. Add a whip and some pumps, I'm in heaven. City sidewalks, how do I talk? With a lisp and limp wrist. It's a cliche, but what can I say? Masturbate, humiliate. Gay sex is fun in the city. Howard Stern is gonna learn how great a tookus can be. How great a tookus can be.
All right, we'll be back. We'll be back right after this with a huge